What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session, Memorial Day edition. So today we're looking at multi-way solutions. So it's early position against the button and against the big blind at 40 big blind. Contest of Frank. Thanks a lot, Frank. So the rule is we're gonna pick a board and you have to say what's the checking frequency? Good for half a point. You have to guess within 15%. What's the highest bet frequency? Good for half a point. Then we move on. We start from EP strategy, then button strategy. Then you have to say how the big blind defenses range. So, Tim, you're gonna go on ace jack 10. What do you think? What do you think EP strategy is on ace jack 10?
This is hard. We haven't really seen one like this. Um,
May I
the Jack and
speak?
10 are more contested than other ones because button has some frequencies of Jacks and 10s here, whereas they don't on like an Ace King X board. I still think this is gonna have the most common bet be big.
Big?
I think this is the most common is big, and the checking frequency is, I'll punt and say 50.
50%. Okay, let's see.
I'm just like stabbing in the dark here, man.
Oh,
It's a range bet.
it's
It's a
range
range bet
bet.
small.
Look at
Everything
this.
was wrong.
Look at
Everything was
this.
wrong. Jesus.
Okay, Tim, you got sniped.
Wow.
Range bet small. Look at this.
Yep.
Alright, so surprise, surprise, multi-way. EP button, big blind. You have some range bets sometimes on some textures. Very surprising here. Right? Range bet from out of position. Wow. Okay. Okay, so the question is gonna be how is does the button have a raising range? Against EP in the sandwich. And that question comes for Arturas. Arturas, do you think the button has a raising range against a bet small from EP on ace jack 10? Like if the button has king queen or pocket 10, stuff like that.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so he has a raising range, and can you guess the frequency of that raising range? Is it 10%,
6,
20%,
6.
6%? Okay, let's see. So facing a little
It's
bit.
because it has kings, queens, jacks, tens, full frequency. It just doesn't have aces.
How close does he have to get, Louis?
Well, I asked for two precise things. Do we have a raising range? I thought we did it. Yeah, I thought there would be no raising range at all.
They have everything the same, just don't have aces.
Yeah.
and kings apparently.
So there is a raising range. I asked for the percentage. He said
And
six.
he said 6 and he got 8 and that was
It's not
fabulous.
this player.
What do you mean? That's
Player
my
three.
One is big blind.
This is, no.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
player 3, but you're
This is-
looking at the
Yeah, you're
That's
looking
about
at the
8%
strategy, but
is
the number
from
you see
player
at the
one.
bottom is not the strategy. This one is showing it's player 3 raise on the right somewhere.
Oh,
I'm
I
not sure if you
Player
can
2
see
should-
this
yeah,
on
player
this
2
picture,
should
but
be the button.
Player 3 is the button, yeah. Big
Oh,
blind
so
has no
it's here,
queens
right?
there.
no.
Oh, that's percent of hands in the deck that you have. I don't think we have the number.
Yeah, but we can see it's very low. Like
We can do a vibe check and
50%.
say that
Looks like
6% is
10% to me, right?
reasonable-ish. Looks like less than that.
There is a raising range. Around 10%.
This is not the,
Less.
this is the buttons range?
Yeah.
Yes,
Just making
yes.
sure that, Okay, good.
I think 6% as a vibe check is fine. I think it's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
lower.
Mhm.
It's great.
Okay, so good. I think that's
It's
worth.
low.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's good. It's funny that you
Yeah.
would do it more with queens for protection, or I mean for value. What is it even like? Why are you raising with queens? This is
And I think
confusing.
it's good to get out of the binary mindset of what is your hand now and ask
Yes,
yourself
it's
what
like a
kinds of
merge
hands
bet, right?
want to have in
Yes.
range by river. Certainly two queens are still going to be important blockers by river. Sometimes you run out of boat with queens, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes you run out of straight. Sometimes you go blast, blast, blast with it as a bluff and you get them off of an ace eventually.
Alright, George, you here, George?
Yep.
Got a question for you, George.
Yes.
So you're 40 big blinds deep on the big
Yes.
one. Okay, EP bets, big
Mhm.
button calls. You're
Mhm.
on the big blind with the 10 in your hand. Do you call?
Nope.
Okay,
He bets how much? Like as
that's
we
small,
said.
that's small call.
25%.
No, I fold tens.
Okay, do you call?
Only the ones
back?
that have.
You fold every 10?
No, not every 10. I call some tens that have.
Do you call every jack?
No.
Do you call every ace?
Yes.
Every ace.
I mean, what aces do I have? I have down to maybe ace 9 or ace
No, you're
8.
the big blind. You're the big blind.
Yes.
Suited ace, you have all of them.
Yep. No, I don't call all aces.
So you fold some aces too.
The ones that have the backdoors, I call the backdoor flush draw. I call.
Okay, so I asked you three questions, the 10, the jack and the ace. Let's see how many you got right. Question number one, the 10, you're folding plenty of tens. That's good.
Yes.
So you need extra equity with your 10,
Extracting the backdoor straight.
like Scotty
Not
said,
backdoor,
king.
straight draw.
Yeah, I mean the front door. Whatever.
The jacks, are you folding some jacks? I asked for jacks, you said yes, we're folding some jacks. Then I asked for aces, you gave me a weird answer, you said sometimes we fold, we never fold, first you said we never fold aces. Then you said, okay, we're gonna fold some aces, but it folds more than I thought, but sure, ace.
Mhm.
Looks like it's 50-50. Looks like it's the backdoors.
Yeah, I think we need
Yeah,
backdoor
it's. I said with the backdoor flush draw, I don't fold, and so this should be the
Oh.
ones that are folding should be the ones with no backdoor.
Give the man 3 points.
No,
Yeah, I
That's
think that
one
was
point.
very good.
1 point.
Yeah, good.
Okay, George, well done.
Yeah, what is button flatting that you beat if you only have a 10 or a jack? I guess it's why you overfold so much.
I wanna do this one. I'm picking for myself. Choose a board for me, please. I wanna do an ace high, but choose something for me.
Ace 10-9.
Ace
It's
10.
on the screen right now.
This is two-tone, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, oh,
Nine
Frank,
one's kind of interesting.
what a scam? Tim. I got scammed. Two-tone, huh? Oh my god. Do we bet big or do we bet small? Okay, so question number one. EP is gonna check 60% of the time, okay? And EP is gonna bet big when he bets.
I agree with the second one. I don't know about the first one.
Me neither. Okay, I said 60. It seems like it's 58, not too bad. And then it's
Way off, -1.
What a cheater.
a little bit off. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better next time.
I guarantee you that everyone in this room is playing these spots wrong.
Yes.
Well, no, you're betting big, right? With your best aces, what else you wanna do here?
You're 9-8.
I
This
would
here,
love to go through our databases and see how often in three-way spots we're betting big with ace king here. I have a suspicion.
Hell, how often we're betting big with 9-8.
Yep.
Although that might be the hearts.
Yeah.
That's more than the hearts. That's more than half.
Yeah. That one might be tricky, right? Okay,
That you're betting big with king jack off.
so this one is checking most of the time. So what do you think button strategy is, Scotty, when it's checked to him on ace 10-9? Is he betting
Is
big?
it check to him or, oh, when it's, oh, it's check to him.
Check to him.
I think EP bets in this case when I screenshot it.
I bet,
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
button
Yeah.
bets.
EP bets,
Button
so-
doesn't, oh, sorry.
Okay, so how do
Speak.
you play your range if EP bets big into you?
Okay, that's what we're doing. EP bets big into me. I mostly fold. And I don't do very much raising.
You
Mostly,
call
so
with-
it's mostly calls and folds.
Do you call out of
And
your,
I call every ace.
okay, every ace?
I mean, not well, my worst offsuit ace, I can do some folding. I call most of my aces. There is an ace that folds.
You you
um,
call every nines?
I do not fold my heart nines at all, ever. And I don't fold my 9 jack. And I don't fold my 10 jack and my 10 and those, and I don't fold do I fold my diamond 10? I don't think I even fold my diamond 10, but I fold a bunch of nines, I fold a bunch of tens, and I fold very few aces. There are aces that fold, very few of them. That's my answer.
Okay, what about do you have a raising range?
Basically, no. I mean, if I raise, it's gonna be, I have less than 10% raises. Do we
Alright,
need
let's
to be
see it.
more accurate than 10%?
Mm,
Well,
do
if I have to be within 15%, then I have 15% raises. If that's the number I have to get within, then it's 15.
Do you not raise with ace 10 off? Oh, ace 10 off is raising. Okay.
Okay, so we asked for the nines first. Sometimes are folding.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't think about the hand like pocket jacks here.
Yeah.
I didn't think the button was flatting so much with it. but
Yeah. Yep.
Remember, those aren't
But
full
there's-
frequency.
You said
Yeah.
you fold
there's
some
my-
aces, you don't fold any.
I don't fold any aces. Okay, I was wrong.
What else? The tens are,
Only
Tens
backdoor
fold.
diamonds.
Tens fold.
And when you raise like A7, A6 here, that feels like another kind of urgy move that can either turn into value or
And
bluff.
how often am I raising?
6% of the time.
I'm extremely surprised to see A6, A7 here.
I raised 6. Okay, so I got the raising raid, right? I got wrong on the aces, so I got one wrong.
So it's like a zero, I guess.
I got 3 right and 1 wrong. You decide what that is in points.
You get a point.
3 white, 1, yeah, 1 point, I guess. Okay.
This guy scammed a point.
Top 2 raises, ace 10, top and bottom.
Yeah.
Calls, ace 9, sets, mainly call, raise a little bit.
Problem is Tim is generous with points.
Tim's a good guy.
Okay, what else?
Look at how much folding we have of like bare gutters, like king, queen, king, jack. Suited, looks like
Yeah, queen
only-
10. Queen 10 and king 10. Queen 10 folds more than I thought it was going to.
Alright, Tristan,
Yes. So, what is my task?
your task is to tell me if it goes bet call in front of you,
Mhm.
okay? Do you call every 9 from the big blind?
No. No, certainly not. You fold.
Do you
lot of
call every
9x.
10 and every ace?
If it's similar to last spot, no, I don't know. I don't think you're calling every ace. I think some low ace-x are mixing, so they're like pretty indifferent. And 10x is probably calling only if you have board interactions, so some sort of backdoor flush or backdoor straights.
Okay, and what do you do with pocket eights?
Just pocket eights with a heart. Tough one. Probably just folding.
Alright, let's see this.
Again, that was facing bet and call.
Yeah. That's why you can fold so many aces.
I mean, yeah, it's like you want a nutty draw at this point. You don't want one
So,
pair
yeah.
showdown value. One
Yeah,
pair is not
it's
going to
not
win in a
even
river.
it's not even the low ace-x. It's any ace-x below ace-9 is indifferent. Eights are pure folding. The 10x, even board interaction is not really enough to call with a 10. Like you're not calling Jack 10 or. Okay. And the surprising thing about this range is how much you're raising compared to how much you're calling. You're almost doing as much raising as calling.
Frank, are you here?
Sorry, I was not listening. What's the question?
Am I wrong thinking to be the wrong note?
Okay, so this is player 2 bets, which is EP. Player 3 calls.
Yeah, you bet big here, right?
No, it says at the bottom player 3
No,
fold.
no, okay, player 3 folds.
No, my question is, here player two
Um,
bets big, right? But in what
Yep.
we're seeing, he doesn't bet big.
No,
He does, he does.
Oh,
yeah, it
no,
does.
we do bet big.
You were misremembering ace jack 10, the one I did.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's not facing bet call, it's facing bet fold. That's what it says, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's totally different.
May I ask something?
yes.
How do we have jacks from the button flatted?
It's small
Standard.
frequency flat.
Standard. You call it sometimes.
Your verse, yeah, your verse are EP.
Yeah, it's super standard. You can call queens at a small frequency.
I think it's like 25% flat jacks in this sim.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
you see
around there.
people flatting, so I just,
Yeah, around 25% or so. It's fine.
Alright,
You again, like you flat ace king off at some
so
frequency.
it's
too, there.
small frequency. Okay, I get it.
very small
And again, remember
frequency.
these squares are shown at full size, but you don't have 100% frequency of everything. Like you have 3-bet bluffs in there as well that are showing like you
Yeah, I
bet some
get it.
whatever king 6 suited or king 5 suited or stuff like that, but that's not showing either.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yep.
Sorry.
You 3-bet some
And,
like
Corruption.
10-9 suited.
I
and
have really
stuff.
nice board for Nick. It's 2, 2, 2.
Fuck.
This one had.
What?
Oh, it had the. Okay.
Nikolai,
We're skipping everybody going to me? Okay.
actually your turn.
Oh. Alright, so. EP is gonna have the nut advantage, but the button's gonna have more pairs overall in their range. Big blind's gonna be pretty irrelevant.
Checking
Oh, man.
frequency for EP.
Trying to decide. This is a very interesting board. I think it's gonna actually be a high frequency check because the button has every pair in range, and our range is gonna be a little bit more, have just a higher concentration of junk. So I think it's gonna be a high frequency check and then some small betting. So I would guess like 60 to 70% check.
Does the button have ace deuce? Does the button have ace deuce suited? The under the gun doesn't.
Dude, Nick, they sold you out on this one. They knew it was gonna be like a fuckery board and they picked it out for the trio.
It's either bet everything or nothing.
Alright,
I think
Bet
you
everything,
had some right
mostly big.
ideas. but you do still have the strongest range, and even your unpaired hands are often ahead. Like you have like more ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, where button has like more like king, jack, queen, 10, 10, 9. So like everything's just ahead. And if you don't already have the pair, you have a boat draw. You have like a nut boat draw. That's how I think about these spots.
All right. Now
But
I have a
like, I don't
question
know.
to team. Okay.
Yeah, our poker future will not be made on our ability to play deuce, deuce, deuce. But go ahead.
Okay, what are your bluffs versus big bet on the button?
Oh, Tim, it's on you.
Oh, it is on me. Okay. Frank, have you studied this spot? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
cook Frank for answers. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I'm just curious. I'm not. I just want to know if he's like asking with the knowledge that it might be interesting. Uh,
Frank, don't answer any more questions.
come on, you gave me nothing. I think it's gonna be like
There we go. He's
EP,
breaking down.
EP bets big.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like high-low ace and king that can get them off of better ace and king X and then still have outs to improve. That's my answer. High-low ace and king. Those are good bluffs.
Okay.
But also like against big bets, probably you don't raise that much because the opponent took a polarizing action. You shouldn't really repolarize
Yeah,
basic
well,
polarization.
Yeah,
So I think, I'm just guessing here, okay, but I think you'd wanna have a king here. You wanna block this part of the range so they can fold it.
That's why I said high-low ace and king. Let's see it.
Yeah, you're right, partially.
It's kind of all over the place. Like a little bit of ace seven, king seven, then
that's
also
high-low
ace
ace
king,
king.
and then also just bottom of range, like 9, 8, 7, 6. Kind of, and not that much raising overall. I don't know. Good luck implementing that.
Alright. So is that good for a point? I don't think so, right?
Wait a minute, you asked him what a bluff was, right? And he says high-low ace king,
You
and he's
named
got
them?
ace seven and king
Yeah.
seven. You didn't ask him
And
to get every
also
bluff.
said, don't raise that much.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess that's one then.
that's a
Give
point.
me my point. I need the.
What
I
did you
need
want
internet
from him?
points.
You wanted him to also say 7-6 suited and get the
Yes,
suit right?
yes. Where do do you think we are? If you gotta pick the right suit,
Suited.
it's three deuces. You have to choose the right suit. Right, what else can we have?
I think that one's cooked.
Yeah, what is the big blind doing with ace five suited?
Against
After,
what action?
This is button.
yeah, exactly. After a bit big call. What is the big?
You're still on button, Louis.
I know,
Fold.
I'm asking a question.
Oh, so big blind folds this way.
Say it goes bet big, call.
Easy fold with ace five.
Yeah, what is
Easy
discussion?
fold.
You fold almost everything.
Okay, what do you call with?
Pairs.
Good pairs and better aces and kings.
Nothing.
I mean, look at button's range. You need to be ahead of this range in order to put a third
I don't
person's
think we
money in the
call
pot.
ace X.
Alright, after that, I'm gonna ask you something else.
I think you're massively overfolding. You're only calling pairs.
You don't have a card ring. Ha, how about that? You raised the deuces. No one saw it coming.
Fold.
Alright, so no calling range, basically.
And in order to VPIP, you need like ace jack, king, queen.
The whole hand was a scam.
Yeah.
It was, right? Alright, who's next? Arturas. Arturas, you're gonna get,
Sorry, as Frank is leaving, I just want to say, really awesome to see some fresh sims. Thank you, Frank,
Yeah,
for running
thank you.
these.
Yeah, learning a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Arturos. Arturas.
Yeah.
Ace, jack, no, Tim did it, right? How
No,
about,
I did, yeah, I did ace jack 10. We saw ace king queen before we started the video.
Did we?
Well, I thought it was ace queen, no, we saw
Okay.
ace king 10. Same thing, but we saw
The
ace king
same
10,
thing,
I
we
think.
just bet range.
what do you do ace 10 from EP?
Hmm.
Ace 10.
Is it a range bet? I already
Oh.
forgot how ranges are looking.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think it's a range bet.
Small? Okay,
I,
no checking, right?
wait, let's say 80% of range is betting, but and mixing between big and small.
Okay,
Range bet small. I vote range bet small.
just a range bet small, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you had it and then you said 80% check.
I don't know how ranges look like if I see
And
like
then you said some big bets. You just had the right answer and you changed it for the wrong answer. Thank you, Ratulas.
I mean, he said 80%. It's within the 15% margin.
But he said some large.
Yeah, he sent some large.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
He
Well,
just
but if he didn't
literally
say the
said the
percentage.
right answer, range bet small, and then he said, wait, check 80%, bet big.
Mhm.
So he had
Wait, it
it.
was check 80 or it was bet 80?
Bet 80.
But bet 80 is correct. That's good. That's a great answer.
It's not. He said the right answer before. It was range bet. Then he said
Well,
bet big.
Bet
I
80 is
seen-
within 15%. Bet 80 is
Of
within
93.
15%
Yeah,
of
but he said bet
93.
big.
But he said bet big, but he didn't say that, but we didn't give him a chance to say the majority. He would have said majority
Oh my
bet
god, let's
small.
move on. We're
So
taking
we
way too long
cheated
with
him.
this. Let's go.
Screw you. Arturas. Okay. So say EP bets small. What do you do with pocket jacks?
me or who? Arturus?
Uh. Actually, it's
It's
George.
George.
George,
Hey, hello.
what do you do with pocket jacks here?
I'm calling.
What do you do with pocket nines?
I'm folding.
What do you do with tens, 10x?
10x. I call all 10x.
All 10x. Alright,
Yes.
Is it? Is there a rising range? Okay, too late.
pocket jack is calling. Pocket nine, you said fold, it's calling, George. Oh no,
It's
Pocket
calling all
fours are
pairs.
calling.
all pairs.
All pairs, okay, interesting.
Okay,
But I said I'm calling all tens and
all
it's calling.
tens. It is calling, all tens.
Yeah,
That's alpha point, George. And they're
right,
first
I'm
in the
thankful.
the game to get half a point. Just saying. Alright, if
Weird
you
sin.
come in, just say your name. We're gonna add you to the list. Otherwise, pick some question for me for the big line. If it goes bet call,
What
Well,
bluffs
I
are you
mean,
checking?
the worst,
the
oh,
bluffs.
that's good.
Okay, the bluffs are gonna be. Hmm. What is bluffing? Never heard of that.
Not you.
Never heard of that. Am I bluffing two guys? EP on ace high board? That would be so disrespectful. Wanna have,
What do you do with Queen Jack O?
I don't care about queen jack O, I'm more like queen jack of hearts here, queen jack of diamonds here. These
Yeah,
probably
with these two.
bluffs. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Queen jack suited, king jack suited are gonna be my bluffs.
But only with the back door or without the back door?
with the back door only.
Okay,
Oh. Okay, so
nope.
king jack suited seem to be okay. Queen jack suited, not okay.
It's the offsuit.
Was the
The
off.
offsuit.
That's why I said the offsuit.
Okay, so that's good for 1 point. That's.
No, that's not.
well,
And your
That is not good for 1 point.
and your best aces get to raise here. Ace jack, ace nine, ace eight. It's good enough. Get the money in.
That
No,
is
it's
not good for 1 point, Louis.
Very, okay, okay.
That bare sliver in king jack. Besides, that's the one without a back door.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely close.
Is
It's
it?
the one without the back door. Yes, yes,
Oh, no.
yes, it is, Louis.
Alright, alright. Alright, thank you, Nick.
Why do we not care about backdoors on this?
Payback.
We do care about backdoors. That's why we call them. They're good enough to
Yeah.
call. We don't want to
Ah,
waste them.
okay.
Yeah, because
Alright.
it's a
You
bluff.
then
I mean,
have the
it's
chance
such
to
a
put more
bluff.
money in when you have a chance of winning the pot on turn river.
Yeah,
Now we get to pick a scam board for Scotty. Where can we scam Scotty?
oh, it's easy to scam me. I've only got 40 big blinds. I have no idea what to do.
I'm wondering if it's easier to scam you on a jack 5-4 or on a
I've
jack,
never had 40 big blinds in my life.
jack 9-5 or, cause you know what? I'm gonna go with an easy shot. Jack 9.
Go with Jack 8
All
4.
right, Jack 9-7.
Jack
Okay,
9-7, I think you're gonna mess it up.
all
So
right.
tell me, Scotty, how does EP plays with ace king on jack 9-7?
Wait a minute, why did I all of a sudden have ace king? I thought I had my whole range. You're just changing the game?
I'm just, okay, yeah, no, you can do, go
But
ahead.
ace king, ace king checks on Jack 9-7, but that's not my point.
Okay,
Where
that's,
the game is Jack 9-7. When I bet small on Jack 9-7.
okay,
And how often do I bet? Not very often. And how often? Not very often. I don't bet 70% of the time. I don't bet. 72% I don't bet.
okay, let me sum it up. You bet small. And then you check
And
70.
72%, 72,
Okay, so I think you might be breaking even here.
72,
70.
72.
Why
Percent.
when you bet small though?
Yeah,
Because there's locked up equity.
that's wrong for sure, right? We all agree, jack 9-7, it's never a bet small, right?
Yeah, it could be
That's why-
medium bet or something.
You never really bet small here. It's usually you just fold it, right? So we said,
And by never, we mean 11 versus 28.
Okay, so I got the check right. And I got the size wrong. I
yeah,
suck.
yeah,
Cause you're betting big with your ace jack, you're betting big with your jack 9, right? You're betting big with your 10-8.
yeah.
I'm betting big with my ace 10.
Okay,
I'm proud of my 0.
yeah.
And ace king was checking. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. I'll score myself on that.
Oh, yeah, you should have took the
I
ace.
should have taken that.
Alright, wow. You know? Cause usually on jack 9 or jack 10-6, but it's a 10, it's not a 9, yeah, I guess. Yeah, so-
I get a 1/10 of a point.
Okay, Tristan, I wanna
Mhm.
know, do you have a raising range on the button against? Wait,
Against the big bet.
wait. Yeah, okay, against a big bet, I guess, yes.
I wouldn't really think so. Cause what, I mean, you have like 10-8, okay, sure, you would wanna raise this maybe, but if he bets big, the SPR isn't that high. I think it's really insignificant. Like maybe you raise with those, but it's really no more than 5%, less than 5% raise.
Okay, and then. Give me one value hand and one bluff.
When you raise?
Yep.
Okay, so the obvious one would be 10-8 suited in value, and the bluffs would be potentially Queen 8 or something.
Alright, let's see.
I'm pretty sure you raise only queens on this spot if you have one. Maybe. And maybe then some bluff.
So what is this?
Versus big bet. I don't know.
This is button strategy facing a big bet.
Alright. So, wait. So we
Look
don't
at that folding
have
of
a
all
raising.
8x. Not all
So-
8x, nearly all 8x.
So the initial intuition of almost no raise was right, but of the one or two raises, it's not the straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight's too good to raise.
And then you said 10-8, Queen 8. Queen 8 is just folding.
Yeah. That's why I thought maybe if we must balance like a raising range, that would be in here, but it's actually King 9, so
Yeah,
or like what is it here, King 9 or something? I don't know. It's weird.
alright, well, you have the, no, it's not even 5%, right? So, yeah, you're screwed.
I said less than 5%, so
Yeah. It's close, right? Yeah, okay, maybe I'm gonna leave you at -1, no problem.
okay, thank you.
You're already in there.
Yeah, I'm in trouble already.
Okay. Alright, this one. Okay, and this is gonna be against it. Okay, I understand now. Alright. So say. Okay. Say EP checks and the button bets small. Okay, what do you do with a 7 from the big blind? Whose turn is it?
Yeah, great.
It's Nick, right? Nick?
Just do Tristan? Yeah.
Nikolai?
Oh, I was muted. Say, you said, what do we do with the 7 when what happens?
So EP checks, the button bets. Small. And then you're on the big blind with the set, with all of your 7s, what do you do? With all of your 9s, what do you do?
We're folding all of our 7s that don't have interaction. They need an additional, not even backdoor flush draw. They need a straight draw with it. 9s, you'll call with straight draw interaction or an over.
Okay, I think you call with every 9s and every 7s here. Because it's a one cap range and one bet small. Okay, so here you call every
Every
7,
9, every 7.
every 9. Then you have a weird raising range. With draws. Alright,
Oh, this is the old sandwich concept, because
yeah,
out of
Wait,
position. Out of
were we
position check
calling-
with the intention to check range, check raise some strong hands, so like big blind can't raise into that.
we're calling with every hand with 2 overs?
yeah.
Huh. Are you guys calling ace ten here?
Well, the 10, yes,
Sure,
because
it's got a
Offsuit.
head.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Offsuit.
it's got a Gotti. Yeah. I guess everything has a direct draw.
Yeah, king, queen, like nutter and overcards.
Yeah, they all have direct draws. Alright, never mind.
alright. Okay,
Everybody knows how to play poker.
another texture. Oh no, what have I done?
No.
So I have a question from the chat.
Oh,
When we're thinking about whether the board has locked up equity or not. It's not just whether it has locked up equity, it's whether it has locked up equity that's in range. Are we only thinking about whether it's locked up equity in the villain's range, or does it also, is it also whether we could have the nuts at that point? Or is it a pure, are our bet smalls come purely defensive, or are they also offensive?
I think it's a matter of opportunity, right? Like, sometimes
Like
if EP has the range advantage, it's kind of his opportunity, so he range bets small, okay? Sometimes the button faces a check from EP, so it's an opportunity for him to bet small. And that's gonna happen, like, it's kind of the emotions in the game, right? So that's kind of my take on it.
I don't think it's complicated.
Alright, whose turn is it? Tim,
He's mine.
it's you. Okay, what am I gonna give you, Tim? Jack 6-5, Jack 5-4. Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of like the one I did last time, so I think it's a bit of a pass, but I will do it and see if I can get it right. This is a check and bet big strategy. There may be some peripheral amount of small betting, but we're not going to focus on that. The
Ah,
checking frequency, will be 60%.
Bet big,
Yeah,
40%.
I'm really bet big.
Okay. Let's try again, Tim, with Jack 6-5.
I think it's the exact one we did before, but we'll see if
Yeah.
I remember it.
Can be. Wait, let me list it up again.
Not that as good as below Voldemort, more relaxed, like below more anxious. Now it's anxious.
I don't think Trent was talking with us, right? Okay, Jack 7 deuce, Tim. Jack 7 deuce. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Or give me another pronastic. Jack.
No, this is great. This is great. I think I'm gonna keep my answer. Yep,
Check
I'm gonna keep my answer.
60?
Check 60, bet big. I'm slightly less confident of it here, but I still think the Jack and 7 provide a lot of opportunities for. Yep. Yes.
Okay. And then. Gonna bet big with your jacks, pocket queens. What is queen 8 suited here?
Backdoors. Overcard.
To the 7, right?
Yeah. Well, and overcard to the Jack as well. And it's it's gonna block a lot of the shit that's gonna roll out. Like if there's like a 9, like turn 9, river 4, you can keep bluffing with it. Especially if it's
Okay.
like unblocks the right suits, blah blah blah. But yeah, best bet on these ones wraps around the Jack. Like Queen 10 is the highest bet out of everything, pretty much, out of the bluffs.
Okay, so Arturas, question for you now. What could it be? Does the button as a raising range against a big bet here.
From under the gun.
Yes.
Oh.
Do we have a raising range? The percentage.
Does big blind defend jack deuce?
That's for another portion of the question.
I mean, it depends, because if he has no jack deuce, we probably raise more.
Yeah.
Because like our equity is higher. What's the place? Does he have raising range?
Yes. Against a big bet.
I missed. Oh, okay, okay.
He's not closing the action. He's on the button.
Yeah, I'm looking at range now because I didn't follow.
Hmm.
He has queen. Yeah, we have too much. Queens, kings. Yeah, we have for sure. Or do we? Because no, I don't think so. Or like very very small amount. I don't think we have raising range.
So no raising range.
Yeah, there is not enough merge stuff. Looks like.
Okay. Question number 2, do you call what? Wait. It's not gonna have it, not gonna have it. Okay, what do you do with pocket six?
Pocket sixes?
Locked it, yeah. From the button.
I guess we call and cry.
And what do you do with? Mm, mm, mm. Let me find a good question. 10-8 suited of diamonds.
Call.
Okay,
Look like I mean it sucks, but yeah, we have to call like his value is like over pairs.
I would say we fold sixes maybe,
Yeah, sixes is hard.
but we can see it.
Like raising range and calling sixes is both
Because
hard.
we're betting, we're facing big bets. And from the UTG player, so is it a fold?
okay, so raising range, no raising range, have this right. Well, there is a small raising range,
It's
almost
nice.
non-existent, so this is okay. But I asked for pocket six. And you
Show
said,
me EV, we cannot see EV, it's like zero EV, it's indifferent probably.
yeah,
I mean, 8 is already indifferent, so
also
Yeah,
asked for 10-8 suited, you said call. So I think that's good for 1 point to us.
1.5. Okay, okay.
We're not that generous around here. Right? Now. Now. If EP checks and the button bets small. George, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
EP bets small, EP checks,
Yes,
button bets small.
yes.
Do you have a raising range from the big blind as the man in the sandwich?
Do I raise my king jack?
From the big blind?
Yeah, from the big blind. Yeah, I have a small raising range.
How
My king.
often?
How often?
Yes,
Like I'm raising 9-8 and 10-9.
10%, you say? 5%?
No, less 5%.
Okay, raising range 5%. Question number 2.
Hmm.
What do you do with your deuces? All
I
of them.
call them. All
All
of
of
them. Yes, all of them. Maybe I fold 5 deuce and 6 deuce. Maybe these two. No, I call all of them. Put
What do
all
you
of
do
them.
with pocket trees?
Pocket threes, I call.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, we don't have it.
What do you mean?
We don't have check nine. Or what was the question? Because you said check bet or bet bet.
So I asked for the raising range. We
Mhm.
asked, oh, he said 5%. It feels like this is more than 5% though. Alright,
Yeah, I said some king jack. I didn't know we had ace jack suited in our range. I thought we were raising it pre-flop, so I would raise ace jack suited and king jack suited. I would not find this ace 10 off though. I said I would raise some of my best king X and then bullshit.
so here it says 27% raise, am I wrong?
Is it that big?
I think so.
And what?
But it's player two, it's EP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ah. Okay, so it's raising 2%. You said 5%, right?
Yes,
Okay,
pretty close.
that's good.
You told me 10, but I was
Good.
closer to 5.
Try to get you. I asked you for your pair of deuce. You said call all of them. That was right. So that's good for 1 point. And then I asked you for pocket threes, but pocket threes, you failed.
We fold them, okay.
All threes, fours, fives, sixes.
6s even.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna give you
At least half a point,
half a
Yeah,
point.
get
at
him to
least
2.
half.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh no, I closed it again. Alright, whose turn is it? Oh my goodness. Alright, choose a board for me.
Jack
King,
nine
jack,
eight.
jack. Or jack 9-8. That's
Oh,
good.
Frank can't play.
I
Queen
know.
jack 10.
9 high board.
No, he said jack 9-8. I'm sure it's a scam. We're gonna fall for Frank's a scam. Okay. So. EP is gonna. Jack 9-8. 10-6. Alright, okay. Jack 9-8, EP is gonna check 60% and bet 40% big. 60-40. How about that?
Let's see.
Small, yes, finally,
Wait,
real. Oh wait,
This-
that's 10-6-5.
This is not the right note.
That's the
Or
wrong
that's not the right
board.
note.
It's the wrong
Oh yeah,
board.
looks like these might be off.
It says 10-6-5.
Maybe
No,
this,
those ones are right.
Here we go,
okay.
jack 9-8.
oh. So
Player
I,
two.
Your check was
60%
good.
check. That
It's
was,
a lot of both. It's like half and half almost. Well, no, it's more small.
What's the number? Nor small.
It's not showing it, but you can tell it's more small.
It's way more small. Cause the
Yeah, definitely.
offsuit, look at how the offsuit, yeah, it's small.
so a
It's
0.
probably like 30 small and 15 large, I'm guessing.
Okay. Okay, so I'll get my 0. That's fine.
You get a 0.
It's not bad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like both answers are right. They're both part of the strategy.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this in chat, how this is
Right, and I
like
think the difference is, yeah, and I think the difference is on jack 9-7, or jack 9-7, the 10-8, as opposed to the queen 10 here. I mean, yeah, the 10-7, but it's really the queen 10 is always played. You probably have queen 10 off somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody might have queen 10 off.
Yeah, but big blind doesn't have 10-7-0 in this scene, so
Yeah, does big blind, does big blind have 10-7 suited?
sure.
10-7
Right,
suit,
and then-
yeah, sure.
Definitely.
And what about queen 10 off?
Yes.
Queen 10 off, yes.
Yeah, If big blind has queen ten off, then that just dwarfs all the 10-8 suited that we discussed in chat. That's what I think.
Okay, so. Let me remind you guys. The board. Wait. So we do it like this. Move this here. No, this is huge. Well, don't look at this yet. So the board is jack 9-8. So the question is, EP checks. What's the button strategy? On jack 9-8 here. Yes.
We are going to bet small and we are going to bet frequently, and the frequency is gonna be. Ugh. 50, 55, 50, something like that. I'll say 50.
Okay,
Facing check.
for the bet.
so check frequency, you say 50,
It's 50.
50.
Check frequency is 50 and we bet small.
Okay. Do you
This is
ever,
from the
button-
button
strategy,
at checks.
would you bet pocket deuces? Scotty,
No,
never, right?
I'm not betting pocket deuces. I don't know, it's never, but I'm not doing it.
Okay, and then let me ask you something else.
I'm betting pocket tens. I'm betting pocket tens, even though they're marginally made. Against Jonathan Little's simplified advice.
What would
From
you
years
do
ago.
with ace queen? Offsuit.
I would like to not have ace queen. I would like to have raised it pre.
Okay,
So I will,
You'll
I will
have ace
bet,
queen in
so
range.
I will bet some ace queen. I will bet some ace queen.
okay, so you bet them all?
No, I'm not betting them all. I bet them some. I bet some of
Okay.
I bet my ace queen some of the time.
I
I
need
don't need a
answer,
frequency.
Scotty. Check or bet?
It mixes. Ace queen is going to mix checks and bets.
I need an answer.
I'm never full. What do you mean that you need an answer? I'm telling you what it does. I'm saying, I'm
Forcing you one way or the other. You need to make a decision.
meaning you want to know what it
Vamos.
does the majority of the time?
Yes.
Um,
Check or bet?
I'm going to,
Scotty, I just wanna say
I'm telling,
you could be playing.
I'm gonna majority bet ace queen.
You could be playing for the lead here, Scotty. You wanna,
I'm betting majority bet ace queen.
you don't wanna change your answer, Scotty?
No, I didn't want to answer in the first place.
Okay, so you
Let's
said
go.
50%. That's right.
This is a lot more specific than you were made yourself.
I asked you for pocket deuce, Scotty. You'd say never bet pocket deuce, so you fell for it.
Majority is check. I'm fine with that.
No, well, yeah, but you said you never bet.
You asked for majorities.
God.
No,
And a
no, no.
majority
I
betting
asked
ace
you
queen.
if
I'm
you
fine.
ever bet pocket deuce, so you said no, so that's not good. But I asked for ace queen and tried to cook you on ace queen as much as I could. And you got it right, so,
And what's the percentage of betting? 44%. I'm fine. Great.
so,
I take
okay,
a point.
okay, Scotty.
He's still like the point.
Okay.
He's like, you get a point, which I mean you lose a point.
Did we explore everything on Jack 9-8? Do I have more questions? Oh, I have more questions, do I? Wait, let me see this thing real quick.
Is
Okay,
Frank still in here? Because
Okay, ace
I
queen
realized
was mixing, right? Ace queen wasn't betting pure, right?
It wasn't pure.
Thank you. Okay, good.
no, suited checked a lot, I think, to preserve the backdoors. And I wanted to say if Frank is in here, we might be interested in both the facing big bet and small bet lines on boards where both are used. So if you really wanted to build this out, it's just a thought.
What?
I said like there's board textures like that last one where or like some of the other ones had like both big betting and small betting being used. So you might be
Mhm.
interested in response to both.
He's
Alright,
trying to say your
Okay.
sims are terrible.
No,
so whose turn is it? It
My
is
turn.
Tristan's turn. Okay, Tristan, let me ask you. If EP checks and the button bets small and you're in the big one, okay? And you
Mhm.
have, and you have pocket seven, what do you do?
Probably just fold.
Okay, fold against bet small.
Yes.
Okay, what do you do with 8-7 suited?
This is better to call than 7, so I think you would
Oh.
call. Yes.
Actually, tell you what, 8-6. What do you do with 8-6?
This one's tougher. I think you fold. 8-6.
Okay. What about? Ace-7 of hearts,
8-7.
Ace-7.
Oh, Ace-7 of hearts. Huh. Probably just fold.
Okay. Okay, do you have a raising range?
I mean, what value hands do you have? Queen 10. You have still 8s, I guess, but on this dynamic board like this, yes, I'm gonna say you have a very narrow raising range.
How many percents?
Actually, I think it's very low. I think it's around 3%. I would go as far to say less than 3%.
Okay. How would you play? Hmm. 9-8.
9-8. 9-8 benefits from the raise. So maybe I'm gonna change my answer about the raise because I think you raise 9-8 quite a good amount. So I'd say the raising range is more like 5% or something. I think 9-8 is raising about 50% of the time.
Okay. Alright, well, let's see the answer. So. We said pocket 7 or folding 7. We said 8-6. I asked for 8-6. It's mixing.
It's indifferent, yeah. Okay.
Asked for ace-7 suited, you said fold.
Yeah.
I asked for the raising frequency, you said 5 for.
Raising, yeah, raising is a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can even go as low as some top pairs.
Yeah, so that's 3 out of 4, so that's good for 1.5 points.
All right.
What's the raising, what was the raising percent?
It was like over 20%, I think.
Yay.
20, you think?
15, 20, it was really.
Okay, yeah, because
Okay,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, it's a
That's what I
stab. The
thought.
stab from the button is a lot lighter than like the early position c-bet, so
Yeah,
makes
Right.
sense. Okay, I forgot about that for some
and it
reason.
was mergy. It has a lot of like second pair and draw and overcard plus bullshit. All that
Yeah,
stuff.
you don't want to have to play those on the turn, I guess. So it's kind of a mergy. Yeah, you're right.
let's find a good one for Tim. King, queen. Tim, king, queen, 5. How do you play king, queen, 5 from EP?
Whoa, we're skipping me?
You're gone, man. You're in the dumpster. There you go. Tim?
Oh, this is the sudden death. We're playing king, queen, five.
I think it's a big bet.
Oh, I agree. I think it's gonna be again a high frequency check and primarily a big bet. Because there are gut shots in range
Give me a
and
percentage.
because check 60, check 55, big bet.
Okay, big bet. Ooh.
Ooh, it's everything.
This is a spot where we bet a lot. And we bet smaller more than we bet big, but it's close, right?
You do not bet small when you bet big, you bet big when you bet small.
Check. Oh, yeah, it's close, right?
It's slim, but since we're giving up points.
Yeah. Okay, so checking range is wrong, bet frequency is right. You don't win, you don't lose. You're still at 2. Right. Let me see real quick. Okay, the other one is. Okay. So, wait. Whose turn is it? Aturas, you're gone.
What do you mean?
You're gone. It's over. You lost.
He's doing a sudden death.
I have
Oh,
my
Scotty.
score.
Scotty, you might win if George
Wait a
fails.
minute, yeah, it's George's up.
If
Then,
George,
then there's a runoff for second place, I think is how that goes.
so let me
Or a
cook.
runoff for first, depending on what George does.
I have
Yeah.
tough
Also, there's a-
question.
Yeah, also there's a cash game study group today
Oh, nice. What time?
in about just over 2 hours at, if it's 11 o'clock where you are now, it's gonna be at 1:15.
Sweet. And
And
George?
if it's not 11
Yep.
o'clock where you are, you're in a better time zone than me.
George.
Yep.
Wait.
Ask him what he's doing with deuce deuce.
Are you folding any queen versus big sizing on the button facing EP? Big sizing?
Should I answer this?
No,
Yes.
No.
What?
no. No, I think George is gonna get it easily, Frank. I think it's a tough question for you, Frank. Not for the others. George is a fucking station, man. You're not gonna get him with that. Alright. Let me ask you, so. Big blind checks,
Yep.
EP bets big.
Wait,
Okay,
wait. Big blind checks?
big blind
Big blind
checks,
checks range.
EP bets
Yes.
big, and you're on the,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
What would you do? Actually, you know what? What would you do with your queens? I'm gonna try Frank's. Do you call all your queens?
Queens? No, I'm folding some queens.
Okay. Good.
I'm calling, I'm mostly calling. I have no raising range. Maybe, no, I have no raising range versus big bet
Okay,
on the button.
what do you do with pocket tens?
Pocket tens, I fold.
Okay, what do you do with 6-5 suited?
6-5 suited,
Yes.
I fold.
Ace-5 suited.
I think you call the back door 6-5 suited. Ace-5 suited, I think you definitely call. The back door, probably
Okay,
maybe all.
bonus points, Scotty. What do you do with?
This is not my question.
You
I gotta
don't,
wait to see what happens to
don't wanna
George.
go
Okay,
to-
I'm bonus point. I'm ready for bonus point. Fine. I'm bonus point. I'm ready.
Ace five suited with a backdoor.
Ace five suited with a backdoor, I do not fold.
Okay,
And I do not raise, so I call that.
okay. Five, four suited.
Uh. I think it calls some backdoors, but mostly folds.
Okay,
Mostly folds even with the backdoor. It might fold all of them, but
okay.
mostly.
What would you do, Scotty, with jack nine suited?
Call. With a back, call the back, with the back door.
What about pocket jacks?
Cry. And. Fold.
Did he say cold?
Fold. I said cry and fold, which is
Ah,
cold.
fold, okay,
Fold,
okay.
cry and fold.
Okay. Alright, so
So that was just for fun.
no, 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 it wasn't. It's just that you did. It's tough to explain.
Okay. Alright, let's see
It
George's.
was two rights, two wrongs, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you do with a hand like?
I wanna see what they were though. Don't we wanna see what the answers, which ones they were when it comes up?
I'll tell you.
I'm
Ace
gonna
5
tell you.
suited, call. 5x, call. Jack 9 suited, call only with backdoor flush. Jacks, some calling, some folding. Like 0 EV.
Then that's three right. That's what I said.
10 folds.
Maybe I
It
didn't say,
should
I
be
don't know what I
folding.
said. I don't know what I said.
Yes, yes. Tens are folding.
Oh, the 5-4. Oh, the 5-4 was wrong.
Right, and then
Okay.
I was wrong about the 5-6 too then.
Scotty, what do you do with? Wait, back on George, back on
What are
George.
you doing?
Wait, I'm losing my mind.
Look at George's answers though. Give George's
Yeah,
score
give me
George.
some relative
Okay.
Yeah, go-
points.
Okay, so George, this is bad. You don't fold any queens. Frank easily got you.
I would fold queen 8.
10 is
The
folding.
only queen.
Okay, 6-5 suited is not folding.
Oh, okay. So one out
Okay,
of
then
3.
we're done.
So you're dead.
Okay.
Okay, now Scotty, I have another question for you. What do you do
Okay.
with ace jack, Scotty?
Ace jack with a ace jack off or ace
Offsuit.
jack suited?
Offsuit,
Ace jack off. And he bet big.
yes. And there's a player left to act.
Gut shot 1 over. I don't think that's enough. I think I have to fold.
Okay. Ace jack fold. And let me ask you one more question, Scotty. Would you ever? Okay, no, this is good. What do you do with the 9 suited, Scotty?
10-9 suited. So it's 10-9 with a backdoor. When it comes in, that's gonna be jack, queen, king. So I lose against ace 10 still. My pairs are no good. If I folded ace jack, I'm gonna fold 10-9 suited too.
I would call 10-9.
Maybe I should, but I'm folding it.
Okay. Whew, that was tough, Scott. Honestly, that was difficult. Alright,
Alright, let's see the answers now to all these. Let's see the range.
okay, so we basically, the trick part was all the fives are actually calling. Right, 6-5 suited, 5-4
5-4,
suited,
okay.
ace
With,
five,
with or without a backdoor, just any 5.
right?
Okay,
Trick question number 2, ace jack off with nothing. It's
calls,
calling here.
Okay.
but ace 10 doesn't.
Ace ten doesn't, but ace
Same
jack,
hand.
yeah.
Same hand.
Other question
Nonsense.
we have. 10-9
Jack,
suited,
Jackson, 10-10.
10-9 suited, you said pure fold.
Right,
I
with the
said
back door,
call.
you gotta call.
How
10-9
is it
and
calling
Jack-9 have to
queen
call.
eight suited?
Wait a minute. 10-9 suited does not call all its back doors.
Well, you said pure fold, it's.
No, I was wrong. I know I'm
Oh.
wrong. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah,
That Jack-9 does call its back doors and Jack-10 and 10-9 doesn't, which is kind of funny. And Jack-Jack does some calling, but 10-10 doesn't,
yeah.
which is also just
Mm.
weird. Because those are the same hand.
Alright, so we're gonna have a bonus round is what this means.
Jacks and tens
Hold
aren't
on, Louis,
exactly the
Louis,
same.
wait a minute. Louis, hold on for a second.
Scotty, forget it.
Hold on for a second, Louis. You
I
I
did
think
think
not, you
Scotty
and
has
Tim,
won
I
this.
think two important things we need to learn here, Scotty.
fine.
It's done.
That's why
If
you're
you're
good.
in the lead, don't speak on George's turn. Cause that
Okay,
can
that's
only
fair.
cost you points.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Fair,
I
right?
agree. Yeah, that's totally fair. You're
Alright.
totally right.
Alright. So,
Bonus round.
bonus round, Tim, you're here still?
Alright. My board for team is 5 for
I think
3.
Tim is gone.
Oh,
no. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
team is gone. That was an extra round.
Oh, no.
That's an extra
Alright,
round.
alright.
It's-
Louis, 5 for 3.
I'll do it. 5, 4, 3.
I
5,
don't open.
Can I take a turn?
yes,
Oh,
Danny, please. 5, what, you show up at the end, you
Alright.
don't even know the rule.
Dan-
Get
I'm
out.
on, okay, all right, so Danny is my champion. If Danny gets this wrong, Louis wins. If Danny gets this right, I win.
Okay, let's do it. Danny,
I'm playing for
Put
Louis.
Put Scotty on the big blind.
alright. Danny, you're 40 big blind seat, okay? EP, button calls, and then big blind calls, okay? You follow me?
Man,
Your
Yep.
board is 5, 4, 3.
and
Okay,
who am I?
you
You're
are
gonna be EP.
EP,
Am I everyone?
you are
You're EP.
EP. Okay,
EP?
what's your checking frequency?
Within 15%.
My checking frequency. Is it pure or is it not pure? Might bet a little bit, but I think it's around 90. Check 90, between 90 and 100. Within 15,
Tim, let me-
Scotty,
Tim,
then I'll
let-
just say like
within
85,
15.
right? To game it.
Scotty,
Thank you.
Scotty, we said
Thank you.
what? We said what? We said if he fails, I win.
Yes, if he fails, you win. If he
Okay.
gets it right, I win.
He does it bet big or bet small when it bets Danny?
Hey, by the way, he said 85. He didn't say 90.
Oh, look at there,
85,
he's
yeah.
trying to save his chamber.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
So if we're checking 85%, then when we bet, it probably is gonna be a bigger bet.
Big, okay. Alright, and then. Okay, let's
I
start.
Range check.
Okay.
Alright.
Yay, got it. Because if I'm already being punished for talking, I'm gonna continue talking.
What did he say? Did you say 90?
He said 90, yeah.
I mean, my initial thought was
That's right.
pure, but I wanted to play the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a pure check, actually.
So he's got
Okay.
it.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
That
bet,
seems right, yeah.
doesn't bet.
Range check.
And he
Never
said,
bet.
and he said, and he
Okay.
said when he bets.
Okay, you
he
break,
bet-
Danny, you break. Okay, we need one more
He
round.
bricked? How did he brick? Wait a minute, how did he brick?
There's no big bets.
They're rugging us.
Oh, jeez.
There's no big bets.
There's no, but you, I tell you it's gonna check all the
Okay,
time,
check,
and then you
check,
say, if
okay.
it bets, what size? It doesn't bet, it doesn't matter that it,
Alright.
there's no bets at all.
Give me the button strategy, Danny.
The
Button,
button strategy.
yes.
Come on, Danny. I'm
Check
counting on
fre-
you.
Check frequency.
Check frequency.
Well, first you wanna do the bet. Does it bet big or small?
Bet small. Well, it might mix a little. This is an interesting question. I have too many things going on to think about it, but I feel like it can have some big bets too. But mainly small. And it's gonna bet a lot, I think, like 60%.
So 40% check.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I do not feel confident that I'm going
I
to win
think
this.
it's more. Oh, actually,
Very
it seems right.
confident for you, Scotty. Very-
Yes,
Wow.
It was a bet
Thank you,
for
Danny.
sure. He had it and then the checker frequency is spot on.
Ooh, kinda
Look at
nailed
this
it.
Alright.
guy.
Almost,
Wait,
almost.
check. Wait, what's it doing? Yeah, bet 62%, right? Or no?
yeah.
Layer 3.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Checking 40%, exactly. So you're champion,
Damn.
Scotty. Well done. I tried to scout
Yay.
this, but I could,
Thank you, Danny.
I did my
You're
best.
welcome.
Alright,
I've
was
kinda
it,
looked at
I'll
this
see you
board
guys.
before.
was a really nice.
Alright, I'll see you guys in 2 hours.
See you guys at Scotty's session later.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So,
coming.
Thanks
See
a
you in the
lot.
Shout out
Discord.
Frank for your sips.
Thank you,
shout
Frank.
out.